Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like you were carrying the weight of every broken promise you made to yourself? That quiet moment when you realize you've been saying tomorrow for far too long, and tomorrow never really comes. Maybe it's the gym membership that turned into a donation, or the sneakers in your closet that are still as white as the day you bought them, waiting for a run that never happened. Or maybe it's the countless times you told yourself you'd eat better, only to end the night with junk food in your hands and guilt in your chest. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. We've all been there. But let me tell you something powerful. Your story doesn't have to end there. You have far more strength inside you than you think. The problem isn't that you failed before, it's that you believed failure meant the end of the road. In reality, it's just part of the journey. Every healthy, strong, confident person you've ever admired has a history of falling down, doubting themselves, and starting over again and again. The only difference between them and the version of you staring back in the mirror is that they refused to give up when it got hard. Think about it. The body you dream of, the energy you want to feel, the health you crave, it's not some impossible dream reserved for the lucky few. It's yours. But here's the truth. It won't come from waiting for motivation to magically strike. Motivation is like a spark. It gets you started. But discipline, persistence, and self-belief, that's the fire that keeps you going when the spark fades. I want you to imagine something. Picture yourself 1 year from now. Imagine the healthiest version of you, the one who wakes up with energy, who feels proud of the body staring back in the mirror, who doesn't get out of breath from climbing a few stairs, who feels light, strong, and alive. That version of you is real. That version of you is waiting. The only question is, will you show up for them? The journey to better health isn't about perfection. It's not about eating only salads or running marathons right away. It's about small, consistent steps. One better choice today than another tomorrow and another the next day. It's about choosing water instead of soda, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, walking for 10 minutes instead of scrolling for another 10. It's about progress, not perfection. And yes, it will be uncomfortable. Change always is. There will be days when you don't want to move, days when your mind will convince you that skipping one workout won't matter, that eating one more unhealthy meal won't make a difference. But here's the reality. Every choice stacks up. Every single small decision is a vote for the person you're becoming. And if you want to become that healthier, stronger version of yourself, you have to keep casting your votes in the right direction. Let me share something with you. There was a man who was once told by doctors that if he didn't change his lifestyle, he wouldn't live to see his children grow up. He was overweight, always tired, and constantly in pain. He tried to change so many times, but he kept quitting whenever it got difficult. Until one day, he looked at his daughter's eyes and realized this wasn't about him anymore. It was about being there for the people he loved. That day, he made a decision, not to become perfect overnight, not to transform in a week, but to simply keep showing up. And months later, the man who couldn't run for a single minute was jogging for miles, healthier, stronger, and happier than he ever thought possible. That man could be you. That story could be yours. Because the truth is, your health is the foundation of everything else in your life. When you're healthy, you have more energy to chase your dreams, more focus to succeed in your career, more strength to show up for the people you love. Without health, even the greatest goals lose their shine. What good is success if you're too tired, too sick, or too broken to enjoy it? But here's the best part. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to run a marathon tomorrow. You don't have to lift the heaviest weights or give up every food you love. Start small. Start where you are with what you have. The important thing is to start, because every step forward, no matter how small, counts. Let me ask you this. How many times have you thought, I'll start on Monday? How many Mondays have already passed by? If you had started on the very first Monday, you promised yourself, where would you be right now? Health doesn't come from waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. The only time you have, the only time you'll ever have, is now. You see, the human body is extraordinary. It adapts. It grows stronger with every challenge. Muscles rebuild after they're torn down. Lungs expand with every breath of effort. The heart beats more efficiently with every step you take. Your body is begging you to take care of it, to use it, to fuel it, to respect it. It was built for movement, built for growth, built to thrive. But the most important muscle you'll ever train is not your biceps, not your legs, not even your core. It's your mind. Because it's your mind that tells you to quit when it gets hard. It's your mind that convinces you to take the easy path. And it's your mind that you have to strengthen every single day. When your mind says, stop, your body still has so much left to give. You are always stronger than you think. Every day you wake up, you have a choice. You can continue down the same path, repeating the same habits, carrying the same regrets, or you can choose differently. You can choose to rise, to fight, to take control of your health and your life. And trust me, the hardest part is starting. But once you begin, once you push past that resistance, once you feel the first taste of progress, there's no going back. Imagine how incredible it will feel when your clothes fit better, when you can move without pain, when you wake up energized instead of exhausted. Imagine the confidence of looking in the mirror and seeing not just the physical changes, but the reflection of someone who kept a promise to themselves. That pride, that strength, that self-respect, it's priceless. And remember this, you don't have to do it alone. Find people who lift you up, who support your journey, who encourage your progress. But even if you don't have anyone cheering for you, you can be your own cheerleader. Every time you push through when it's hard, every time you make the better choice, remind yourself, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my future. Because one day, you're going to thank yourself. You'll look back at the version of you who decided to start, and you'll be grateful for their courage. You'll be grateful they didn't give up when it was easier to quit. You'll be grateful they chose the harder road, the one that led you to health, strength, and a life you're proud of. So here's the truth I want to leave with you. Your health is your wealth. Without it, nothing else matters. And you are capable of more than you realize. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for Monday. Start today. Start now with one small step, one better choice, one act of self-belief. Your future self is waiting. And they are stronger, healthier, happier, and more alive than you can even imagine. But they can only exist if you take action today. So don't wait, don't make excuses, take control, move your body, fuel it with respect, believe in your strength, and never, ever give up. Because the only regret you'll ever have is wishing you started sooner